cry a little bit. When we started 15 months ago, almost to the date, Dr. Gindoff told us that PA school is like drinking through a fire hose. But no one ever told us it was going to be on full blast the entire time with no room to come up for air. I know I speak for everyone when I say that this journey has been the most challenging yet rewarding thing we've ever done. We've spent 40 hours a week sitting in the classroom, unless you're Logan and Papa John and have to be cool and stand up for class, and another 40 studying at least. We've taken 68 exams, had 31 OSCE experiences, quizzes, and assignments. Since we started, we've spent more time with each other than we have with our own loved ones. We've celebrated birthdays, played sports, threw crazy themed parties, AKA the coolest Harry Potter party that anyone has ever seen, laughed, cried, traveled, celebrated holidays, had early mornings and late nights together. We've also missed out on a lot of events and special times with our friends and family. So first I want to say thank you to our loved ones who understood when we canceled yet again because we had to study, who said, "Don't worry, we'll catch you next time," when we couldn't make it to hang out because we had an exam coming up, who tried to understand why someone would possibly cry about getting a 79 on an exam and how that could possibly be a failing grade. It's almost impossible to understand our crazy neurotic selves, but thank you for loving us through all the madness. To our faculty, we quite literally wouldn't be here today without you all. When I talk about this program, the thing that I consistently brag about is how the faculty is not only our educators, but also our friends. You all have busy lives outside of this program that you spend working as PAs, being good parents, friends, spouses, and teaching us all at the same time. We can't thank you enough for the endless hours you spend preparing lectures, grading exams, and just being good human beings that are easy to laugh with and an honor to learn from. You have truly been our greatest resources, that and up to date. Dr. Gindoff, you're the backbone of this program and have consistently reminded us to stay motivated. When we were in our doldrum, you steered us back on course with motivational speeches and flying candy throughout the room. Thank you for always believing in us and taking time out of your already busy schedule to motivate and teach however you can. Ms. Stokes, we know how hard you work both in the classroom with the lectures you give and out of the classroom with our clinical rotations. This next chapter in our journey wouldn't be possible without you. Ms. Eckert and Ms. Houlihan, our clinical lives are in your hands for the next year, and we couldn't be luckier to have such smart and hardworking women doing it for us. Ms. Trapp, your love for all things gut and cardio related shine in the enthusiasm you have when you teach, and you never fail to make us smile. Dr. Schwartz, we were your guinea pigs last fall, and not only have we learned that there are many ways to skin a cat, but your chips in Vegas will be embedded in our minds forever. Thank you for joining our program and changing the game for clinical year. Ms. Seaman, every time you walked into our classroom, it was like the whole room took a deep breath. You bring such a warm and calming energy that can take even the most neurotic PA student and make them feel at ease. Dr. Harrigan, teaching diagnostic methods might not have been what you thought you'd be doing last spring, but we appreciate you stepping up and working so hard. Thank you for encouraging us to learn the why behind the facts and to not accept anything at face value. You're the only professor I know that would bring donuts to an exam and be more proud that we didn't eat them than the fact that we did well on the test. Mrs. Smith, you are such a rock star, and learning emergency medicine from you has been a highlight of our education. The lab experiences that you provide are next level and are not only a blast, but have prepared us so much for the real world. We wish we could have had more time with you, but we're so lucky for what we did have. Miss Eves, you've taken two of the most difficult classes, Clin Med and ICP, and made them fun, challenging, and rewarding. The bulk of our clinical year knowledge has come from these two classes, and you've prepared us all so well. You always lecture with a smile on your face and find a way to make us laugh. A little personal thank you as my advisor for all the times I've cried in your office saying I wasn't gonna be a PA. Look at me now. Who would have thought? Q Anatomy Exam 1 breakdown, fall of 2018, never forget. Dr. Edwards couldn't be here with us today, but it felt wrong to not mention how much he will be missed with his retirement this semester. We wish you all the best and hope that you come and visit when you can. And finally, Jean. If I could be as punctual as you were when you called to remind our professors to record the lectures, that will be an amazing day. I feel like she might even be listening right now, and if you are, thank you, Jean. And to my classmates, you guys have become my very best friends. Hippocrates said, where the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity, and you guys are some of the best humans that I have ever met. There's no one else that quite understands the craziness we've ensued over the last year and a half. We've worked so hard and we deserve every second of this. I'm confident that each and every one of us are going to be amazing, and I can't wait to hear all of our clinical year stories. As much as I will love not being in lecture, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't sad about not seeing you all every day. Somehow, after all these months, we still tolerate each other, and I love you all so much. I know I have lifelong friends and people to refer to when I have no idea what's going on. I really, really hope that one of you becomes a dermatologist, because yikes. With this, we move on to the next chapter. We turn in our laptops and textbooks for white coats and stethoscopes. It's time to take everything we've learned of being students and finally apply it to seeing patients. Don't forget that we're going to make mistakes, a lot of them. What matters is what we learn from it, and to at least look cute when you do the walk of shame out of the OR after breaking sterile field for the 5th time. Thank you, Marissa, for putting together such a great ceremony for us today. Cheers to us. The class of 2020 has finally made it to clinical year, and that's the tea, sis.